Oh gosh, that was nasty. So glad that's over and I never have to do that again. Okay, good morning. It's day 4. I am on Independence Pass at 12,000 feet before sunrise, and it's beautiful. And now we're headed down into Aspen. Try and get to the trailhead before 7 so that we can hike the Maroon Bells. Look at this view. Quite stunning. We are coming up to the Bells. I'm looking at my target, North Maroon, right there. Looking mighty, looking a little bit intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. Although not as intimidating as Pyramid Peak, which is the one I might try to do tomorrow. Good Lord, that mountain looks impressive. I'm not... Somewhat terrifying, I think, is actually a better way to describe it. Yeah, a little bit terrifying. So that's Pyramid we're looking at right there. Yeah, come around this corner here, you'll get another beautiful view of the Bells. There they are. That's North Maroon on the right. There's the summit right there. That's what we're going after. It looks like we are here, parking in 0.4 miles. Okay, here we go. Leaving the bike. 4 miles to the summit. Start the GPS. There it goes. Okay, well, we are on the easy approach part of the hike up to the North Maroon Trail and near the lake. So this is just a nice, easy warm-up of about a mile before we get into the 3 miles of really tough stuff. It's really quiet up here. I was expecting there to be huge crowds. Okay, 1.3 miles in, and we are almost at the trail junction for Pyramid Peak. So again, if all goes according to plan, and today's a success, and we do come back tomorrow, we will be turning right up here to go to Pyramid Peak. I'm gonna go around this curve and then start working my way up some gullies on the other side. But from this vantage point, you know, it's not horrifically ominous. Yeah, it looks pretty nasty, but not as bad as Pyramid. Good God, that looks really bad. We've started up the first gully. It's steep. We're over 12,000 feet now. I'm basically just beelining it up this rocky, grassy slope, and then I'll cut over left and go up the next one. So far, hasn't gone past class 3. I've had to pull myself up a few times, but no crazy exposure and no class 4 yet. We haven't gotten to the Crux. Okay, made it to the top of the first gully. We're gonna go around this little nose here, just up ahead, but you can see down. So we came up all the way down there by those pine trees. So it's about 700 feet of climb, and then the next gully is another 700 feet. Okay, this gully definitely looks more nasty. So I've got to go up this, up to that little notch up there. Got some climbers going down. And I've got just a little bit left on this gully. And we'll top out there, and then we've just got the final ridgeline push of about 700 feet. But that's where the Crux is, the Chimney. So we'll see. I just talked to those guys and they said it's better to just go up it than it is to try and scramble around on loose rock. So that's what we're gonna try and do. Okay, well, we've reached the infamous Class 4 Chimney. And honestly, it doesn't look nearly as bad as I was expecting. I should be able to just pop right up through that. I'm just gonna see if I can dive right into this. And this is the crux of the route. I need to figure out what I can put my feet on. Yeah. Okay. So we're up to the first part. Yep. Definitely Class 4. One more ledge. Need to get some good hand holds. Okay. We made it. It's a little slick. I'm gonna get up to firmer ground. Okay. Huh. There is a rope here. How about that? That was a legit Class 4 pitch. Beautiful view back down into the valley. The cars, or the motorcycles parked just past that lake. Everything from here on out is Class 3 or less. And we've got our first view of the summit. Legit. Right there. It's not so far away after all. I am seeing some cairns down there. Oh, there's a person on the summit. How about that? I think I'm gonna have to drop down below this snowfield. I suspect that's why the cairns were down here. I do hate dropping down. All right, that's the summit right there. Man, this mountain is tough. I took a pretty bad spill back there, bruised my arm really good, scraped up my hand, and you know, every time you come around a corner, you've got one of these like just gnarly series of ledges that you have to like Class 3, Class 4 scramble your way up. We made it. North Maroon, done. And there's Maroon. I was up there last year. Man, I did a number on my arm. It's really starting to hurt. Well, I made it down the Crux. I forgot to film while I was going down, and it was actually much easier going down than going up. So we've got a lot of really difficult climbing left, but it feels good to know that that's behind me. I'm also looking at the clouds starting to brew, so it's a good thing that I'm heading down the mountain and I don't really have much time to waste here. But I also refuse to rush, because this is how we have injuries. My arm is throbbing. It's not broken, but it's dinged pretty good. All right, I can see a marker. At least I think it's a marker. This looks like trail to me, so I think we're okay. gosh, that was nasty. So glad that's over and I never have to do that again. Yeah, so I think of all the 14ers I've done, this is definitely in the top 5 for difficulty, if not the top 3. Okay, I can see the top of the gully. Exciting. The route finding has been a little bit difficult as well. I've been having pretty good luck with the benches going down. You can't really see, but we went up kind of there. Just garbage, absolute garbage. Ugh. Well, we've got some good news, my friends. We've made it back to the primary trail. We're down in the woods below 11,000 feet. We made it through all of the technical bits with no more falls or sketchy moments. So I am feeling very relieved right now. All right, well, we are leaving Maroon Bells for the day and it's just starting to rain. So yeah, I think we're gonna get wet as we make our way back to Leadville. I guess we'll find out. And now we're getting hailed on. Yep. Oh, it's lovely. Let's get out ahead of that. It figures. Hey, at least I got off the mountain. Okay, well, we're climbing back up Independence Pass here. Beautiful views off to my right. And we're just about to hit the pass. I think we're a few hundred feet short here, elevation-wise. So I think it's just right around this turn. We'll eventually top out. And yeah, right at 12,000. Down we go, off the Continental Divide. Man, my arm is sore. It's really got me thinking about my day in the mountains today and kind of my assessment of the experience. And I think I can confidently say that North Maroon Peak is in the top 5 for most difficult peaks I've ever done. It demanded some respect. I think it's well deserved its class 4 rating. You know, I think I still felt more scared on Cresto Needle when I did it a few years ago. And Cresto Needle now has been upgraded to class 4, so it is class 4 as well. I really think today was right up there. It was steep, it was loose, it was sketchy. There were some legitimate places that I had to like pull myself up, and if I slipped I would have fallen and probably broken stuff. Very dangerous situations. And you know, I did fall today. I fell stupidly. I got off course. That was the other thing, is it was kind of a tricky mountain to navigate. There wasn't a lot of cairns, and you know, I was constantly checking my map, and there was one section where I got slightly off course and I was just kind of scrambling through this like boulder field, but all of the boulders were like not well planted, so they just kept rolling and kind of wobbling, and I stepped on one that just completely gave out. You know, I could have easily broken my arm today, but thankfully I did not. Yeah, tricky mountain, very tricky mountain. I do think if you're on a quest to knock out all the 14ers of Colorado, you know, definitely give Maroon and North Maroon respect, because they are tough mountains. Tomorrow, if we're feeling up to it, we might try and attack Pyramid. But Pyramid is a class 4 as well, and it is notoriously difficult. We're on the home stretch. Gosh, I remember coming up this morning, and it was freezing. It's so cold.